Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm so super stoked about today's video. On Snapchat the other day, I took a poll with you guys asking if you would like to see a color correcting tutorial or if you would like to see a highlighting and contour video. The highlight and contour video won, but it was so close that I just had to also film a color correcting tutorial for you guys. And I'm going to be featuring the NYX color correcting concealer palette, and I'm going to go more in depth with you guys for every single color on here and their uses. I'll also come back at the end of the video and let you guys know my final thoughts. So having said that, let's jump right in. Okay, let's get started. Please ignore the hair. It's a hot mess right now, and I really didn't feel like dealing with it just yet. That's what this is all about. Okay, so the most important thing to remember is to always prime your face. I'm going to be using the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm today. Okay, so now that primer is on, we are going to begin the fun stuff. So as you can probably see, I have a few blemishes to cover up today. So I always like to start with concealing my under eye area. And for that, I'm going to pick up this e.l.f. tapered foundation brush. And I'm going to go into this pink salmon-y shade right here. And since I have a medium complexion, this does a really good job concealing my under eye area. If you have a deeper skin tone, you might want to try an orange color corrector underneath your eye, and if you have really deep skin tone, you could go with a red color correcting concealer. This pink salmon-y shade works well for fair to medium skin tones. So I am just going to apply this in a sort of stippling motion. I'm going to put a pretty thick layer down there, and then I'm just going to kind of blend that downward into more of a V shape. The next shade that I'm going to dip into is the green shade, and this is a great neutralizing shade for any deep redness that you may have. Today I only have a few really deep blemishes that I want to cover up, and I also have some redness around the sides of my nostrils, so that's where I'm going to go in with this green color correcting concealer, and I'm just going to apply that with a small e.l.f. Concealer brush. Next, I'm going to go into this purple shade. Purple is used to neutralize yellow. So if you have a skin tone that has natural yellow undertones, where your skin is a little sullen, a little dull, and you want to really brighten that up, that's where you're going to want to use this purple. So I'm not going to take very much because this does spread very well. And I'm literally just going to tap that on the highest parts of my cheekbone where I would usually apply highlighter. And I'm just going to apply a little bit in the center of my forehead, not too much, and then a little bit down the center of my nose and my chin. And this is the part where I'm starting to look a little bit scary. And that's really all that I'm going to use the purple concealer for. You don't have to go this extreme. If you just want to brighten the tops of your cheekbones, then you can just stop there. So next we have the yellow, and the yellow is the exact opposite of the purple. If you have areas on your face that have veins that are purple toned, you're going to want to go in with the yellow to conceal that. So there are two areas on my face that I would use this yellow color correcting for, and that is the veins on my lids. They're not super prominent, but they are there, and covering them up with this concealer really helps them to disappear completely. And I also have some more purple discoloration on the sides of my cheeks. So that is the other area that I'm going to go into for the yellow concealer. And to apply that, I'm using the e.l.f. Professional Foundation Brush, and this is just a flat brush. It's what I used for the purple color correcting concealer. So I'm just going to go in with the other side to apply the yellow. So again, you don't really need much. This concealer is pretty good coverage. It's not like extreme full coverage, but it does get the job done. All right, and now that I look super crazy, that is all of the color correcting tones in this palette, and so they're all on my face, and the only thing left to do is to blend them out. I am going to use the Real Techniques Perfecting Sponge. I don't even know what this is actually called, but it is from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to be using all the different sides of this to blend out all the different colors. I'm going to start with my under eye area first, and I'm just going to use light stippling motions. So now I'm going to blend my eyelids using the same side of that sponge. To blend out the purple, I'm going to use the flat bottom side of this sponge. And the purple is a very strong color, so I have found that I have to really work hard to blend that out. I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive with my technique. And I know this might seem like an overkill to a lot of you guys, and just to be completely honest, I do not do full color correcting unless I am going somewhere really fancy, such as like a wedding, anywhere that you're going to be wearing a lot of makeup. Or if I'm having a really problematic skin day, I might not use all these color correctors at once. I might just use one or two. This is definitely not something that you want to incorporate into your daily makeup routine just because it is very heavy on the skin. I'm just gonna finish blending the purple. I'm going to blend out all the green areas, and I'm going to use the e.l.f. Small Stipple Brush. So that's what it looks like. And you really want to blend this green in really good, because I think out of all of the colors on this palette, this is the color that really will stand out or peek through your foundation. So you want to make sure you really blend that out. Okay, so the last thing to blend out is just the yellow, and I'm going to go back to my sponge, and I'm going to be using the opposite side that I used to blend out my under eye area. And at this point, all of the color correctors kind of buff out to a very light, almost like white cast, but that is to be expected. Once we go over top with our foundation and our skin tone concealer, then you won't have to worry about looking like ghostly white. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the skin tone concealer, and I'm going to use that small foundation brush, and I'm going to go over any areas that still have a lot of color. Again, you don't want that peeking through your foundation. Right now there's only a few smaller spots, and it is really where I use the green. So I'm going to take some of that and apply it over the areas that still show green, and any smaller blemishes that I didn't apply anything over. Okay, so there you have it. I'm going to go back into the e.l.f. Small Stipple Brush, and I'm going to lightly blend this into the skin. Okay guys, this is my face with all of the color correcting concealers blended into my face. So the final step is just going in with your foundation, and if you are color correcting, you want to go with a foundation that is going to be medium to full coverage. For today's tutorial, I'm going to be using my current Holy Grail foundation. That is the Too Faced Born This Way, and I'm going to apply this with my Beauty Blender sponge, and I'm going to take 1.5 pumps, and I'm just going to lightly dot that all over my face. And just using small bouncy motions, I'm going to gently blend that all in. And you really got to make sure that you're not like swiping like back and forth, because that's just going to move all of the concealer that we just used. So you really just want to lightly bounce it back and forth, side to side, and really press the foundation over the concealer into the skin. And voila, this is what everything looks like when you go over in with foundation. And I would say I have concealed 99% of my blemishes. It's a lot more even. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup off camera, and then I will be back. All right guys, that is it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button to see more videos like this. I will love you forever. Don't forget to check me out on my Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Those are all Mix and Match Mel. And I just wanted to quickly reiterate to you guys that color correcting might not be for everyone. If you were were born with beautiful, flawless skin. You really don't need to go out and get any color correcting concealers, and the rest of us girls are just going to be super jealous of you. For those of you who have similar skin types and problem areas as me, I really highly recommend this little correcting concealer palette. It really has everything you need in one place. Of course, this product from NYX is very affordable. I believe it's $12. And again, you get 6 colors to work with, and it does last you a long time. Okay, I think I covered everything. If you guys have any questions whatsoever that I forgot to cover in this tutorial, please leave a comment down below. I'll be more than happy to answer any of those questions you might have. Also, let me know what other videos you would like to see down below. Thanks so much for following along with me. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of the week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!